Kabanata 30, Care. In my head, I planned this all out before. Ang formal na pagpapakilala ko kay Jack sa kanyang papa. I never thought this would turn out this way, but I'm sure it's still not too late to make it a bit formal. It's 12:17 a.m. My son couldn't sleep and Jackson is in front of me asking me to meet him. Madaling araw. Madaling araw na. I know Jackson won't allow this moment to pass without even seeing his son. Hindi ko pwedeng ipagpabukas to lalo na't nalaman niya na may anak nga kaming dalawa. Hindi rin nakatakas sa akin ang pagkakapansin sa pagkakagising ni Jack. How amazing that he was awake while I'm here with his father. Sa dami ng mga araw na pwede siyang magising ng madaling araw, ngayon pa talaga. Jack. One breath and I saw Jackson's parted lips and wide bloodshot eyes. I raised a finger for him as a warning bago ako gumilid para kausaping mabuti ang anak. Hey, I have something important to tell you. Iniwas ko ang tingin ko kay Jackson. I need to concentrate on my son. What is it, Mama? Jack asked with his voice sleepy. Listen, I want you to know that I'm here in the conda's basement with... Hindi ko masabi. Pumikit ako at yumuko. My paws stretched until Jack probed. With who, Mama? With your father, I said with a strained voice. Papa? The hope in his voice was very evident. Hindi lang iyon. Sa bawat banggit niya ng mga sumunod na kataga, mas lalo kong nakitaan ng saya. Papa? Is it Papa? Sinapo ko ang noo ko. I heard Jackson sigh heavily. Yes, Jack. I told him about you. He wants to meet you. Maliit ang naging boses ko sa huling pangungusap. Hindi siya agad nakasagot. Kinabahan ako ng ilang sandali. Now? Mama, can you wait? Should I change? I'm in my pajamas right now. Natawa ako roon. Sa huli, pumikit ulit ako at sinapo ang noo. Jackson moved in front of me. Parang tinutusok ng punyal ang puso ko nang natanto kung gaano talaga kasabik ang anak. It's alright. Your pajamas are okay. You don't have to change, okay? He will understand because it's already late. Okay. His voice is shaking but I can sense how hard he tried to make it firm. Okay, can you wait on the living room? We'll be there in a few. Yeah, he said. Now his voice is firmer. Good. I'll put this down and talk to him a bit, okay? Okay. Tipid na tipid ang sagot niya. I love you, I reminded him. Love you, Mama. Muling nabasag ang boses niya. Sobrang sakit ng puso ko pagkababa ko noon. I want to break down and cry but I know I need to be strong. My son needs me now. Bumaling ako kay Jackson na nanatili ang lilim ng titig sa akin with an expression that made my heart hurt more. Akala ko may sasabihin siya pagkatapos ng tawag ko sa anak pero wala na siyang dinugtong pa. Jax, listen, sabi ko at kinalma ang sarili. He was attentive even when I wasn't talking to him. Hindi rin siya nagsasalita kaya hindi magkakaproblema ang pagpapaliwanag ko. His name is Jack. He's 6 years old, turning 7 months from now. He swallowed hard. I saw tears in his eyes kaya iniwas ko muli ang tingin ko sa kanya para makapagpatuloy. He speaks English most of the time but he understands and speaks Filipino. Dahil sa'yo, para sa'yo. Or at least that's what Mommy made him. He's been wanting to meet you for years now. Suminghap siya. Wala pa rin siyang sinasabi pero may palagay akong unti-unti na siyang nagagalit sa akin. We're here in the Philippines now mainly because he wants to meet you. Nabasag ang boses ko. I was almost positive that he will say something rude but he remained silent. Kahit pa noong niyaya ko na siya at pumasok na kami sa elevator. Tulala si Jackson sa loob ng elevator. Halos 1 metro ang layo naming dalawa. Tulalang-tulala siya habang ako nakatitig sa kanya. The deafening silence made the beating of my heart more profound. Iyon lang ang naririnig ko habang paakyat ang elevator sa tamang palapag. When the door opened, the beating doubled. There is a growing sense of panic in me. Gusto kong umatras pero alam ko ito na ang panahon. I am here now. There is no turning back. I opened the door of the unit. The lights were dimmed as usual at matindi rin ang katahimikang naroon. Ilang hakbang palapit sa sala, naririnig ko ang boses ni Mami at Nikolai. They were laughing at something, at sa boses nila, nasisiguro kong nasa balkonahe pa rin sila. Sa tawa nila, nasisiguro ko ring hindi pa nasabi ni Jack kung sino ang darating. Nilingon ko si Jax. He was so serious. He eyed me with a faintly hostile glint in his eyes. Suminghap ako at sa malalaking hakbang, dumiretso na sa sala. I saw Mommy and Nikolai's movements from afar. I even saw Nikolai take a second look at me, but that was not my concern. Jack, my son, is sitting properly on a large couch with his dark blue terno pajamas. He looked so serious that I thought it was his father I'm watching. Nakatitig siya sa akin pero saglit lang iyon dahil lumipat ang kanyang mga mata sa likod ko. Napaka-formal niyang tumayo nang salubungin ako. Nangatog ang tuhod ko pero nagpatuloy sa pagluhod para mag-level ang aming mga mata. Although it was useless because his eyes remained behind me. What the... Oh! Naririnig ko ang mga bitin na sinasabi ni Mami. Nasisiguro kong nakita na nila ngayon kung sino ang kasama ko. Jack, this is your father, Jackson Archibald Riego. Natiling nakatitig ang anak ko kay Jack sa likod. His eyes watered so much and he's holding his breathing to stop himself from breaking down. Parang pinipiga ang puso ko para sa anak. Tumayo ako para bigyan ng daan silang dalawa. His eyes never left his father's. Nakatingala siya habang dahan-dahang lumalapit si Jack sa kanya. Mommy and Nikolai are both nearing us, but my eyes remained on the two in front of me. Jackson was shaking a bit when he stopped and knelt in front of Jack. He smiled but only drowned by his emotions. Yumuko ako at nauna nang bumuho sa mga luha ko. Hi Jack, he said formally. Papa. Pilit inayos ng anak ko ang kanyang boses pero hindi niya nakaya. He was about to cry when Jax pulled him for a tight embrace. Parang gripo ang buhos ng luha ko habang tinitignan ang dalawa. Jackson turned to red as he cried on my little son's shoulder. Jack's arms wrapped around his father as he cried more on his shoulders too. Ilang sandaling ganoon ang nangyari. Ilang minutong tahimik habang nagyayakapan ang mag-ama. No words was ever said even when I know my son had so many questions and for sure Jackson has more too. Paano nangyari ito? Bakit ngayon ko lang sinabi? Nasagot ko man ng pahapyaw kanina, nararamdaman ko kung gaano niya kagustong ulitin iyon. How was he when he was a baby? How did he express his need to see him? Why didn't I tell him at all? How did I explain to Jack everything? How did I raise him? And in the end, we'll go back again to the same question. Why didn't I tell him at all? Papa! Jack cried loudly and threw a punch on Jack's arm twice. Sobrang tahimik ng buong unit. Lumabas man ng ilang kasambahay at ang nagbabantay kay Jack, wala pa rin naging ingay kundi ang pag-iyak ng anak ko. He sobbed so much that I got worried he'd choke. Nikolai ordered for water but I ordered the glass to be put on a near table because I don't want them to be disturbed by anything. Papa! Jack cried more and pulled Jackson's shirt. Jackson whispered on him a bit. Hindi ko narinig iyon. Then my son calmed down. Jackson kissed Jack's cheek and hugged him again. When he did that, Jackson gave another punch. What took you so long? What took you so long, Papa? I waited so hard. I waited. He ranted as he cried. Humikbi na rin ako sa mga sinabi ni Jack. Jackson whispered him more words again that calmed him down. Naghintay ako. Naghintay, Papa. Jackson whispered at him again until it was only my son's sob. Mom ordered a tissue for me. Tinanggap ko iyon at bahagyang nakita silang dalawa ni Nikolai sa likod ko. Mommy's eyes were wet with tears but her expression was still hard on me. Nikolai smiled at me. Lumapit siya sa akin. Sumunod naman si Mommy. I gave Mommy a warning look. It was a long, long moment of peace and quiet on the living room for us. For the two though, It was so short. The way Jackson held my son, it was like he's holding on for his dear life. Namamangha rin ako. For me, he was a hard man, even then. When we were still both young, I never liked him because I think he was like a callous man, hardened with experiences by the hard life. He wasn't comfort for me. He was dangerous. I never thought he could cry even just a bit. I was the one who'd always cry when we were together. Many times I saw his eyes bloodshot, angry, and in pain, but I never saw him shed such tears. Ngayon pa lang. When he let go and faced my still crying son, I saw his face, the same way I saw it years ago, when I begged him to stay, instead of leaving me to work. Kagaya rin iyon ng mga mata niya noong nag-away kaming dalawa. Noong hinarangan niya ako ng mabuti at nakawala ako nang tawagin siya ni Tito Achilles. He looked determined and in so much pain. Ang kaibahan lang ngayon, the menacing and ruthless look softened a bit for my son. "I'm sorry," he whispered a bit clearly. Mas lalong umiyak si Jack at muling inatake ang ama ng yakap. This time, Jax remained calm and a bit shocked as he embraced my son. He let Jack embrace him so tight. "Don't go anymore! Don't leave us again!" Jack said in a strained voice as he cried hard. Unti-unti ang paghupa. Walang may gustong mga has na magsalita, kahit si Mami. Nikolai made some orders to the house helps. It was another long minutes of crying and silence. Jack was sobbing so hard that I figured he had a difficulty now breathing. Lumapit ako pagkatapos ng ilang sandali at hinawakan ang likod niya. Hinagod ko iyon ng paulit-ulit. Umangat ang mga mata ni Jackson sa akin. Mom appeared with the glass of water now. Her eyes drifted on Jack's with a masked anger. "Jack, why don't you take a seat on the couch so you two can talk a bit more?" Marahan kong sinabi. Hindi kinakalas ni Jack ang yakap kay Jackson. His face remained on Jack's shoulder and I could feel Jack's warmth for him. Huminga ako ng malalim. "Jack, your mama is right," dagdag ni Mami. When we realized he just wouldn't do it, umatras na si Mami at muling binigay ang baso sa kasambahay. I received a short pinch on my arm then, from her. Nilingon ko siya. "Ba't di mo sinabi na dadalhin mo yan ngayon? At ngayon talaga? Gabing-gabi na, Amber." Mami whispered at me. "I had no choice. Nasabi ko na po, mahirap nang ipagpabukas ang bagay na ito." I whispered back. Jackson whispered something to Jack. I am bewildered at his whispers to him. How it was easy for the both of them to trust each other or to understand each other. Kumalas ang yakap ni Jack pero nanatili ang luha. Tinitigang mabuti ni Jackson si Jack at may sinabi ulit. Jack nodded and cried more. Jackson smiled tenderly at him bago siya tumayo. I saw the panic on Jack's eyes nang tumayo ang papa niya. I saw his hand tugging on Jack's pants. I felt a pang of pain when I realized that he might be too scared to see Jax going away. Umupo si Jax sa couch at hinawakan ang kamay ni Jack. He let him stand in front of him as he wiped away my son's tears. The still moment made me shudder. It was like they are looking at each other's eyes, trying to determine their similarities. Marami iyon. Matatapos ang panibagong araw at hindi nyo mauubos na dalawa ang paghahanap sa lahat ng pagkakapareha nyo. I heard Nikolai ask my mom to hand Jack a glass of water. Imbes na sundin iyon ni Mami, kinalabit pa ako para ibigay ang baso ng tubig sa akin. It was as if both of them are scared to come near the boys. Nikolai smirked meaningfully at me. Umiling ako at tinanggap na ang baso. Dahan-dahan akong lumapit. Naupo ako sa tabi ni Jax habang ang isang kamay hinahagod ang likod ng anak ko. He's sweating so much. Nawala na ang hikbi pero basang-basa pa ang mukha sa luha. I heard Mom call for Jack's new set of clothes and some face towel. "Jack," marahan kong sinabi, "come here." Dahan-dahan kong inilapit ang baso ng tubig sa kanya. I saw his eyes drift from me to his father. He was watching him very carefully. Pinangalahatian niya ang baso ng tubig bago ko iyon muling ipinasa kay Mami. When I turned to them again, I saw Jackson slightly combing Jack's wet hair with his fingers. Titig na titig si Jack sa kanya. He was like getting to know all of him at once. He was very curious of everything about him, that he doesn't want to take his eyes away. He wants to take it all in, his movements, expression, everything. I was about to get the towel when Jax got it too. Pinagmasdan ko siyang malambot ang titig sa aking anak, while Jack was watching him with such attention to details, the way his father looked, the way he moves, and the way he cares for him. Ramdam na ramdam ko ang kagustuhan ng anak. Ramdam na ramdam ko ang pananabik at ang pagkakalugod, lalo na nang pumikit ng mariin si Jack dahil ang papa niya ang nagpunas ng pawis sa leeg at sa likod. I felt how happy he is. I saw rivulets of tears streaming down his face as his father took care of him. It was like he's honored to be taken good care by his father. Hinagod ko ang buhok niya. He opened his eyes and it remained down while he's crying, while Jax was taking good care of him. It was like he waited for this kind of care. Nararamdaman ko ang sobra-sobra niyang kasiyahan, sobra-sobra ang pagpapahalaga niya sa ginagawa ni Jack sa kanya. Kahit anong gawin niya, hindi niya kayang itago ang damdamin. His eyes went to his father's face. Lumapit ang ilang kasambahay. Kinuha ni Jax ang isang bagong t-shirt. Dahan-dahan kong kinalas ang mga botones ng pantaas na damit ni Jack. My son was watching his father closely as he wiped the sweat on his forehead, then back on his neck, and back too. He looked so amazed. Kinalas ko ang damit ni Jack. His eyes were still on his father. Jax continued what I did with Jack's t-shirt. When he was naked on top, I smiled at him. Jack remained serious though. Nagsikap siyang tumayo ng mas maayos at mas matibay. His eyes were on his father's chest now. Ngumuso ako. I know my son and I have a feeling he's paying so much attention on all of Jack's details so he'd copy all of it. Parang dinudurog ang puso ko. Natigil ako sa ginagawa ko. Medyo naawa sa anak. I realized then what I have done. I know I wasn't ready for years. I know that I was hurt, in pain, and so much more. I know I had my doubts with Jackson. But is it enough reason to do this to Jack? Kinagat ko ang labi ko. Nilingon ko si Jax. He looked like he's in so much pain too. He was breaking down but he's trying so hard to look strong. Maybe because in front of him is his dear son, he had to look strong despite his weakness, and that is him. Nilipat kong muli sa anak ko ang aking mga mata. Jax put on his fresh white t-shirt. Bumagsak ang mga mata ni Jack habang sinusuot iyon at nakita kong muling pumatak ang mga luha niya. Iiwan mo po ba ako pagkatapos? Uuwi ka ba? Jack asked when the change was done. Inayos ni Jax ang dulo ng t-shirt bago ngumiti at umiling. He wiped away the new tears on Jack's face. Hindi kita iiwan, Jack said with finality. Namilog ang mga mata ko. Sa huli, yumuko na lang. Alam kong nagkasundo na kami ni Jack tungkol dito. It was possible that after meeting Jax, we would then leave for the US. I have talked with him that this is not a conventional family. Hindi ko nga lang inasahan na maintindihan niya iyon. Tumango si Jack. Where do you live? Take us with you, Papa, Lola, Dada. He pleaded. Can they come, Papa? Jack, Dada can come. You know I'll live, right? Si Nikolay na mabilis ang sagot. Jax turned to him with dagger eyes. Lumipat kay Mami iyon. Jack, we live here. Mom! I stopped her from her usual rant. Hindi na ulit nagsalita si Jack. He was so hopeful, especially when Jax nodded in agreement to him. Yes, they can come with us. There were only a few words said. Pinaupo ni Jack si Jack sa tabi niya. Tumayo naman ako nang nakapagdesisyon na rin sa sarili pagkatapos ng ilang sandali. Hinanap ko si Nikolay. He walked towards me too, with Mommy beside him. Sorry, I said softly at Nikolay. He smiled and shook his head to answer my apology. Dito mo na lang ipatulog, he said, then we both stopped when his eyes turned beside me. Nilingon ko si Jax. Nakatayo na ito ngayon sa tabi ko. The grim expression on his dark face was directed at Nikolai. Tumikhim si Nikolai at naglahad ng kamay. "Nikolai, Jackson Riego, right?" he said a bit awkwardly. Nanatili ang mga mata ni Jackson sa kay Nikolai. Nikolai looked uncomfortable then. Pakiramdam ko, hindi tatanggapin ni Jackson ang kamay ni Nikolai. I wanted to interrupt, but then he firmly shook Nikolai's hand in the end. Mabilis din niyang kinalas at nanatili ang hindi magandang tingin kay Nikolai. Nikolai blurted out a few and he laughed a bit. He looked at me meaningfully again. Nagkatinginan kami ni Jackson. His grim eyes are now accusing me of something. Well, I'm glad you two met tonight. You are actually welcome to stay and be with your son." "Thank you, Nikolai. Pasensya na," sabi ko. No, that's not a problem at all. It's not a problem." Paulit-ulit at medyo kabado si Nikolai sa mga sinasabi niya. Jax didn't say thank you or what. He didn't say a word. Nilapitan ni Mami si Jack kaya napabaling ako sa kanila. When Mami combed Jack's hair, I saw my son's eyes grew sleepy, though he's trying so hard to be wide-eyed and awake. May sasabihin sana si Mami pero nabitin sa ere nang nakita niyang pabalik na si Jackson doon. "Ate Nelia?" I called Jack's yaya. "Ma'am." Tumango si ate at alam agad ang gagawin. When I turned to see my son, I saw that Jackson is already carrying him. Jack sagged on his shoulders. He was awake but he looked tired. His hand dropped lightly on Jack's neck and his legs falling off Jack's hip. "Ate, paturo na lang sa kwarto ni Jack, please," sabi ko. Jax looked at me with unsaid words, and I was shocked when it was my son who blurted out the words on his father's eyes. "Mama, sleep with me, please," he asked. I was so sure my face turned scarlet for a moment. Suminghap ako at tumango. "Jack, susunod ako. I'll just change in my room, okay? I'll be there." Hindi na sumagot si Jack. Jax then walked towards the hall. Sumunod kay Ate Nelia habang naiiwan kaming tatlo roon, tahimik ng ilang sandali. Nang narinig naming nakapasok na, papasok na rin sana ako sa kwarto ko pero hinaklit ni Mami ang braso ko. "Nagkabalikan na kayo?" "Mami, hindi." Agaran kong sagot. "Seems like it to me. Don't tell me that man will live here for a while, Amber." "No, bukas agad kukuha na ako ng sarili talaga naming condo unit. I'll make sure of it." "Hindi na siguro. Yoriego has his own penthouse. Ipupusta ko lahat ng ari-arian ko. Doon niya kayo ititira sa kanya." Si Nikolai. "I'll get my own." "Don't. Nikolai's trip to Germany is nearing. Pwede na tayo rito." Si Mami. Bumaling ako kay Nikolai. "Malapit na ba iyon?" He smirked. "But will Jack agree to be a part his daddy?" I hate to admit that Nikolai has a point. Damn, he's hot. Si Nikolai na mukhang hindi pa natatapos sa kung anong iniisip kay Jackson. He even spanked my butt. "Maybe he needs clothes, Amber. You can offer him mine." Tapos di ko nalalabahan. Pagod akong tumawa bago siya sinimangutan. "Stop it, Nikolai. If you watch him that way, he'll eventually realize what you are." Tumawa si Nikolai. "Sus, ang sabihin mo, territorial ka lang. Ayaw mo kahit may tumititig." Umirap ako kay Nikolai. "Anong nangyari? Paano nalaman?" He changed the topic. "Can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm tired." "I don't need to ask you what happened. I have already sorted out everything in my head, Amber." Umirap ako sa sinabi ni Mami. Tumawa si Nikolai. Ngayon naman, sa kay Mami nangungulit. Iniwan ko sila pero naririnig ko si Nikolai na kinukulit si Mami kung paano. "Don't listen to her. She thinks the worst of me so you'll hear a bad story." Pagkasarado ko ng pintuan ko, tsaka ako natantong may mas isasama pa ba sa totoong istorya ng nangyari kanina? I sighed and started stripping. I took a brisk shower, changed, and after a few minutes, I found the living room free of Nikolai and my mom now. Dahan-dahan akong pumunta sa kwarto ni Jack. He has grown and wants to always sleep on his own, but today is special. Sa dilim at konting ilaw galing sa lamp, nakita ko ang ayos ng dalawa sa kama. We would cramped in there because Jax is large but that's okay. Today is special for my son. Pikit na pareho ang mata nilang dalawa. Jack was facing his father. I can hear his purr and calm breathing. Naupo ako at ilang saglit ay humiga na. My eyes went to Jack's who was facing Jack. His lashes moved and I realized he wasn't asleep. Nagkatinginan kaming dalawa. Umayos ako sa pagkakahiga at kumuha ng konting kumot. My body is tired but my head is still screaming. I don't think I'll sleep easily. Paano pa kaya sa kay Jax? Nasisiguro kong marami siyang tanong. You don't sleep here? His voice was husky. I waited for Jack to move. He was very sensitive with sounds and movements, pero siguro iba ang gabing ito. Napagod siya sa kakaiyak. No, I have my own room. Marahan kong sinabi at nagkatitigan ulit kami. He looked like he was waiting for my explanation, so I sighed and continued. Nikolai's room is upstairs. Ganoon din kay Mami. Bakit dito kayo tumitira? Nikolai is a dear friend to Mom. He's been a friend to me too. Sumulap ako sa kanya. Kita ko ang galit niya habang sinasabi ko iyon. Alam ko ang iniisip niya kaya dinugtungan ko ulit. I have plans to move out. I checked out a property some days ago. Sinamahan ako ni Nikolai noong nakita kami ng pinsan mo. You should move out and stop wasting your time looking for a property. You will live with me. Ano? Nagulat ako roon. Napabaling pati ang katawan ko sa kanya bilang protesta. Imbes na magsalita, natigil na lang ako nang nakitang gumalaw si Jaxas at nagsalita. Mama, you won't sleep yet? He whispered and moved to see me. He smiled and then closed his eyes again. Tumikhim ako at banayad na nagsalita. Sorry Jack, I'll sleep now. Good night. Good night. Nang muli kong binalingan si Jax, his eyes was already closed beside my son. Alam kong hindi pa siya tulog pero kailangan ko na ring tumigil sa pagsasalita kung ayaw ko magising ang anak. I was awake for the most of the remaining dark hours. I contemplated about everything and arrived at a hesitant decision. Hindi ako sigurado kung nakatulog nga bang talaga ako. Parang hindi. Madaling araw kasi, gising na ako galing sa mahabang pag-iisip. Nasa gitna ng tulog at pagkakagising. So, instead of staying there with them, umahon na ako. Lumabas ako ng kwarto at naririnig na ang pag-aayos ng ilang kasambahay. It's 5:30 in the morning and outside, the sun is slowly rising. Nagulat ako nang pagkadaan sa balkonahe, may nakita akong nakatayong may mahabang nightgown. It was Mommy drinking coffee. I wonder if she slept. She looked at me with serious eyes and then she looked at the view of the plants in front of our large balcony and beyond it, the beautiful landscape of skyscrapers bracing the scorching sun. Tumayo ako sa tabi niya bago siya niyakap ng pagilid. Even when our relationship is hot and cold, she's still my mom. She's the closest person to me, the one who knows every little thing about me. I told him while we were partying in an exclusive super club, I was with Snow and Jack's cousin last night. Hinawakan ni Mami ang kamay ko. Mabilis na yan nakuha ang ibig kong sabihin. I wanted to tell him but not that way. Kaso nasabi ko na kaya wala na. Mami sighed. At least my grandson is happy. Niyakap ko palalo si Mami. Now that I have made my decision, I am worried of her. Malapit na pala ang pag-alis ni Nikolai, Ma'am. Tumawa si Mami. Oh, don't sound like he'll be gone for long. It's just a month, darling. Nagtiimbagang ako nang biglang may naisip. If we move out here, you'll be alone here. Napabaling si Mami sa akin. Don't move out. We're welcome here, Amber. Don't tell me you'll really do it. Your son was just excited, Amber. He didn't mean it to come with his father. I wish Jack is just excited, but I know him. I know him too well. Sumama ka na lang, Ma'am. No, mabilisan niyang agap. No way, Amber. Umirap ako dahil alam ko agad kung bakit bayolente na lang ang hindi niya pagsang-ayon. Bago ko madugtungan iyon, we were greeted with a jolly good morning by Nikolai. Sinabi ko ulit kung ano ang nangyari. I was looking at Nikolai, wanting to tell him about my decision when Mommy ranted about his plan to go to Germany before Lola's birthday. She wanted to invite Nikolai but he got a flight before the date kaya hindi siya tinantanan ni Mommy. I wonder if Nikolai was just trying to save her. Kapag kakalat ang balita tungkol sa kay Jack, people will turn to Mommy when they think of Nikolai, na baka pinalabas lang ni Mommy na ako ang pinakasalan ni Nikolai kahit na siya naman pala. After all, before all of this, they were the thing. He was the supposed other man. Mom got pissed, so she staged a walkout leaving me and Nikolai alone. Kinagat ko ang labi ko at tiningnan ang gwapong matanda sa harap ko. I took that opportunity to talk to him about something important. Thanks for being so considerate. Tumawa si Nikolai. It's not a big deal to me, Amber. Pagod akong ngumiti. Pati kay Mami. I know you two are good friends but she's really a pain in the ass. Tumawa ulit siya. She is my pain in the ass for years now. I won't be Nikolai without Maria Emilia, Amber. I hope you know that. I smiled at him. I got a feeling we'll move out of here for Jack. I got a feeling too. And you're leaving for Germany. I'll reschedule it. Don't worry about it, Amber. Nagulat ako roon. He'll do that for my mom. No, please don't. Actually, I think it's better if you're far from her from the meantime. Alam kong hindi niya naintindihan ang gusto kong mangyari pero isa ito sa paulit-ulit kong inisip kagabi. Isa sa dahilan kung bakit hindi ako nakatulog. You know, mas lumala siya sa nagdaang taon simula nang nawala si Dad. Gusto ko sanang maibalik siya ng konti sa dati, gaya noong nandiyan pa si Daddy. Back when she was a little more responsible with herself and her expenses. I hope you'll help me. Buti na lang hindi na ulit lumapit si Mami. She was now busy preparing a beautiful breakfast table while I'm telling Nikolai of my plan. Isa pa itong baklang ito. Kung gaano kalinyan si Daddy kay Mami, ganoon din si Nikolai. I wonder if there was ever a man who won't get crazy for my mom's bidding, a man who can hold her and discipline her for her own good. May sumagi sa isipan ko pero hindi rin. I want her to go back to Castellana and manage the hotel, but I'm sure she won't do that. Sa Castellana kasi, hindi ko na tinapos. Ang hindi niya alam nandito sa Manila ang iniiwasan niya. Sana umuwi na nga lang siya sa Castellana. Si Nikolai bago siya tumango. Alright, I agree with you. I'll cooperate with your plan, Amber. Napasinghap ako sa sinabi ni Nikolai. Magsasalita pa sana ako pero napansin kong napatitig si Nikolai sa likod ko. Bumaling ako roon at nakita si Jax. His same dark and grim eyes turned to us. I can sense his fury from watching me and Nikolai alone in here. Tumikim ako para mapigilan siya. Si Jack, wearing a large brown bathrobe, his black hair disheveled. He looks so good even in the morning. In between the hem of the bathrobe is his tanned chest and some hair. Sumulyap ako kay Nikolai, and I know that expression. He has all the 3H. I hope he doesn't look at him like that, or Jax might think he's picking a fight. Tulog pa. Pinabantayan ko muna dahil hinahanap kita. Nikolai gave a low growl that I'm sure was meant for me. Mas lalong kumunot ang noon ni Jax nang binalingan ito. Good morning, Jax. Bawi ni Nikolai. I think breakfast is ready. Iyon lang naman ang pinag-usapan namin ni Amber dito. What an excuse! Bahagya akong lumayo kay Nikolai at lumapit kay Jax. Where's your room? He said, ignoring Nikolai. How rude! I didn't protest on that though. Why? I'll take a shower. Nagkatinginan kami saglit. Sa room ni Jack, tanong ko. His jaw clenched at my statement. It was an urge for me to stop asking questions at him. Nandito. Sabi ko at naglakad na patungo sa aking kwarto. Excuse us, he said politely at Nikolai. Sumunod siya sa aking kwarto at nang nakapasok na kaming dalawa, he loosened up the robe for me to see his chiseled abdomen and manly chest. My throat dried to dust and confirmed Nikolai's 3H, hot, hard, and hairy. Damit mo? I asked. My assistant is on the way with some clothes. Ngumuso ako at tumango. Start packing your clothes now. Our son wants to go to my place. Though I know I was still shocked. And we have many things to talk about. He leered at me. Shit! Bago pa ako makapagprotesta, pumasok na siya sa bathroom at sinarado na ang pintuan. And I know we're not done talking about everything too, Panigurado akong tatadtarin niya ako ng tanong. I will have no choice.